The movie begins with Lorraine, a psychic, who this time tries to read a mysterious mirror that's believed to be haunted. In her vision, she sees a baby, which suddenly makes her stomach hurt. She's pregnant at the time. Her husband, Ed, quickly rushes her to the hospital so she can give birth. After a while, the baby is finally born. Lorraine experiences a few strange things, and at first the baby doesn't move at all, but soon it starts showing signs of life like a normal baby. Years pass, and their daughter, Judy Warren, grows into a sweet little girl. However, she often tells her mom that she hears voices disturbing her. Lorraine teaches her to ignore them. The scene shifts to the Smurl family in West Pittston. During dinner, the mother brings home a mirror she bought from a flea market. Not long after, during their daughter Heather's birthday party, strange things begin happening in their house. Back at Lorraine's home, the family is having dinner when Lorraine suddenly sees a hand resting on Judy's shoulder. It shocks her for a moment, but Ed calms her down and everything returns to normal. Meanwhile, back in the Smurl house, Janet, Heather's mother, starts experiencing creepy things. Dolls moving on their own, mysterious voices calling her name, and even the phone cord moving as if pulled by someone invisible. At first, she thinks her kids are behind it, but after realizing they're outside, she starts to feel that something's really wrong. Soon, one of her daughters is also disturbed. While playing, her doll suddenly disappears, and when she tries to find it, she comes face to face with a terrifying ghost that seems to have come from the mirror. That night, both of Janet's daughters feel uncomfortable because of the mirror in their room, so they decide to secretly get rid of it. The next morning, the garbage truck takes the mirror away to be destroyed. But soon after, something horrifying happens. Dawn starts vomiting blood mixed with glass shards. The story cuts back to Judy, now grown up, who visits her parents with her boyfriend Tony. Judy introduces him to the family, and later she goes to her old bedroom. Suddenly, the lights go out, and she hears the creaking of a rocking chair behind her. There's a doll that looks exactly like Annabelle sitting there.
Not open.
Tony comes in to comfort her. Later that night, Tony talks with Ed in the garage while playing ping pong. Ed tells him that he knows Tony bought a ring and plans to propose to Judy. But Ed and Lorraine aren't quite ready for that, so Tony decides to wait. However, when Judy finds out, she thinks he's already proposing, and eventually her parents give their blessing. One night, Ed and Lorraine drive Ed's father home. On the way, he mentions that someone needs their help dealing with supernatural problems. But Ed and Lorraine say they've retired from that life and just want to live normally now. Back at the Smurl home, Dawn is terrified by the ongoing haunting. She suggests calling a paranormal expert, but her father Jack refuses, thinking it's nothing serious, until one night when he's attacked and strangled by a ghost in his room. Later, Heather reviews a video from Dawn's birthday and notices something strange. A ghostly face blowing out the candles. Suddenly, she's chased by a man with an axe. Her screams wake everyone up and they rush to save her. After that, Jack finally believes something evil is haunting them. The next day, Jack and Lorraine share their story on TV to seek help from anyone who can deal with the supernatural. Meanwhile, Judy goes shopping for a wedding dress. As she tries one on, she's suddenly haunted again, this time by the ghost of an old woman connected to the cursed mirror. Terrified, Judy screams for her mother, who quickly comes to comfort her. Back with the Smurls, a priest named Father Gordon visits their home to investigate. He blesses the house with holy water, but as he reaches the basement, the water starts reacting strangely, proof of a demonic presence. He rushes to church to ask for stronger help. Soon after, Father Gordon himself is haunted. Objects move on their own. People vanish before his eyes, and he's attacked by unseen forces.
I am protected by God.
Eventually, he can't escape, and he ends up taking his own life by jumping with an electrical cable. At Gordon's funeral, Ed, Lorraine, and Judy are among those attending. Judy feels something's off about his death. Later, while washing dishes, Lorraine's sink gets clogged. When she reaches in, she hallucinates seeing Judy's necklace, and suddenly the water turns into blood. Horrified, she senses Judy is in danger. They rush to the Smurl house with Tony.
Oh, boy.
In that house, we are getting Judy and we are taking...
This is my wife.
Lorraine, Yes.
Lorraine wants to take Judy home, but Judy insists on staying to help the Smurls. Finally, Ed and Lorraine agree to help. Before that, they first ask the Smurl family how it all began. Meanwhile, Judy told Tawny that she had actually received a clue about Gordon's death. In short, Judy had a strange ability to see what had happened to someone just by touching them. When Lorraine went upstairs to inspect one of the rooms, she began to experience more disturbances from the spirits. From seeing the impression of someone lying on a bed who then vanished, to a shadowy figure suddenly walking behind her. Later, when Lorraine checked the basement, she started seeing terrifying events that had once taken place in the house. She then told her husband, Ed, that the entity they were dealing with this time was different. It had become more powerful than ever before. Back to Judy, she decided to go up to the attic after hearing what sounded like her mother's voice. Once there, she found a mysterious mirror that had suddenly appeared. The moment she touched it, the atmosphere grew more intense and frightening, causing her to rush back downstairs. As Judy tried to leave, she once again heard her name being called. Curious, she entered a nearby room and saw the Annabelle doll moving on its own, and even growing larger in size. Terrified, Judy ran but tripped and fell. Later, after Lorraine and Ed discovered that the mirror had returned to haunt them, Ed decided to take it home so he could store and seal it safely, trapping the evil spirits inside. Before that, Ed warned everyone not to look at or touch the mirror with bare hands. Ed and Jack began carefully moving the mirror, while Tawny prepared the car. However, Jack soon felt the mirror growing heavier, and one by one the straps holding it started to loosen. Accidentally glancing at the mirror, Jack suddenly sensed the spirit's presence around them, causing him to lose balance and nearly be crushed by the mirror. Meanwhile, Tawny, who had just started the car, saw an old woman standing in front of him. Startled, he lost control and crashed into the fence. Inside, Lorraine stayed behind to watch over Judy, but when she returned to the room, she was horrified to find that Judy had been possessed by the evil spirit that had long awaited them, planning to take her soul. Lorraine tried to flee but was pushed into the basement by the possessed Judy. The situation grew increasingly chaotic. Tawny struggled to get back inside, while Ed tried to calm Judy down, but the evil spirit had completely taken over her mind, making her unable to recognize anyone. Judy then went up to the attic. Downstairs, Lorraine, trapped in the basement, was attacked by a ghost wielding an axe. She ran in terror until Tawny finally managed to enter through the back door and found her. Together, they hurried upstairs to find Judy. Upon reaching the attic, they were horrified to see Judy attempting to hang herself. Ed and Tawny quickly rushed to save her and managed to pull her down, though they all fell in the process. Judy stopped breathing, throwing everyone into panic. Ed began performing CPR, followed by Tawny, while Lorraine saw the evil spirit trying to escape from the mirror. Moments later, Judy finally gasped for air. She was alive. But then the mirror began to react again. Ed quickly read a spell from his book, but the spirit's power was too strong. The mirror started pulling Tawny toward it, and Edie's spellbook even caught fire. Chaos erupted again as the mirror moved closer to them. Ed urged Lorraine to take Judy and run, but she refused. Instead, Lorraine told Judy not to be afraid and not to run away from the mirror. Judy followed her mother's words, approached the mirror, and gently touched it. She then said, "They're not there, not inside the mirror." Instantly, the evil spirits vanished, and calm was restored. The next day, after defeating the cursed mirror, they bid farewell to the Smurl family and took the mirror home to add to their collection of haunted objects. A few months later, Tawny and Judy got married, and the story ended happily.